No, I did not cut my hair. It is just behind my shoulders and I have very short layers. Whenever I film here, you guys think that I chop my hair off. Today we're gonna do a talk-through tutorial. I am getting ready for my day. I have dinner plans tonight. I thought it would be a great time to play with the new Nars standout little number right here, Outer Limits. This whole eye look is gonna focus around this guy right here. And let's just get started. No false lashes. We are going sparkly but natural. Sparkly but natural. We're gonna start by getting a natural-ish base with our Dior Airflash foundation. I'm just gonna apply all over my face. I am not even using a primer. I'm just gonna use a flat top brush. This is a Zoeva Color Love Makeup Bamboo Defined Buffer Brush. And let's get started. That is the quickest, most natural foundation ever. It's just so incredibly fast. It surprises me every time. So obviously I already have my eyebrows on as well. I'm just going to prep my eyes with a little bit of the Balm's Time Balm Concealer, which is my personal favorite to prep the eye. It doesn't crease. It gives a nice canvas for you to work on as far as there being no skipping, and just lets everything apply really smoothly. And I just like to press this into my eyelid with a dampened beauty blender. I'm going to take my Collection Lasting Perfection Ultimate Wear Concealer and just dot this under the eye and conceal that I didn't sleep that many hours last night. I swear every time I go to bed at night, like during the day I'm so exhausted, and then at night I just like stare at the ceiling and I'm like, oh my gosh. Why am I thinking about life and death and life? I'm going to take a little bit of my beloved powder. This is from Laura Mercier. This is the translucent powder. And I'm just going to press this into the skin. This just acts as like a really nice top coat to your makeup. It's just going to hold everything in place, but it doesn't look cakey or heavy. There's really not any coverage with this. I would say the big difference, because a lot of you guys are asking, between the Coty Airspun and this translucent powder, which I use a lot lately, the Coty has more coverage. It's still beautiful and leaves you really poreless, but that's the major difference. And lately, I kind of like for my skin to just look like skin and not be entirely heavy, because I do layer up quite a bit of product between contour and bronzer and blush and highlight and all that jazz. I'm taking a little bit of Nars Olympia Duo. This yellow powder is my best friend, and I like taking it on a rounded fluffy brush. This one is also from Nars. You can see I'm being quite generous with this and pressing it underneath the eye. Favorite way for me to set my concealer, I just press and dab. I get a little bit on the forehead, down the bridge of the nose. This powder does not look like powder. It just literally brightens everything up. It's so good. I'm going to bronze up my face with a little bit of Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Light, medium, matte bronzer. And you always gotta smell it because it's just like a candy bar. Starting up on the temples. Lately I found that putting my hair completely back is the best way to really get some of that color up on your hairline and make sure that everything is blended so there's not just bronzer and then like white hairline. So make sure that you are getting up there on that hairline as well. I'm just going to casually bronze up my face. Casually. Casually. Go back in, layer up some more if you need. There's something about this brush that just makes my nose look like I went and had some plastic surgery. And that might not be the look that everyone is after, but I like that. I would like for my nose to be thinner and cuter, and it's just what I like. I'm taking a blush from Laura Geller, and this you would look at and think, oh, it's not that pigmented, but watch. It's really crazy pigmented. You want to go in with a very light hand. This is pink Buttercream, and it is beautiful. So I'm getting some of the excess off on my palm here, and I'm just going to lightly swirl this on the apples. Now I'm going to line my lips with the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner. This is in number 4. This is Long Wearing, Easy Glide, True Instant Color, Line and Fill. And I love this. So good. This is my P2 lipstick in Brooklyn Bridge. If you live in Germany, go pick yourself up some P2 because it is just such a wonderful lipstick. Now I'm taking my Sexy Mother Pucker, and I just really like this combo. It's really neutral and beigey, but still pink. I'm going to be using this palette that is from Nordstrom. This is a Nordstrom exclusive. It's a MAC palette that has literally every hit MAC shadow possible in here. I love this more than I love any of my Naked palettes, more than I love really any palette. I like it. I'm into it right now. I'm taking a little bit of vapor all over the lid, all the way up to the brow bone. I'm going to start with Wedge in the crease, and I'm just using a 224 brush, and I'm going really high up on the crease. Take your time with blending. Sometimes when you watch tutorials, you'll literally see this. Okay, and we're done, moving on. But the reality is I'm going back and back again, picking up more color and lightly placing it where I want the color to show, blending, taking my time, going back for more. I will do this over and over and over and over. I like to layer up and build up slowly. I find that that looks the most blended and also helps the shadow to wear the longest when it's layered nicely and lightly. And I'm taking a thinner brush. This is the Luxe Petit Crease Brush from Zoeva, or Zoeva. Someone tell me how to say it. I'm taking Saddle now, and I am placing this slightly above the crease. I don't want it to get too much on the lid, so that's why I say slightly above. And I am going all the way in and rounding the eye out. And then I'm just taking a clean brush. This is just a freebie brush from a Mally palette, and I'm going to make sure that those edges are buffed out. Into Brun, and I am just placing this on the outer V. All right, now comes the magic. We are going to take Outer Limits. You could use any sparkly shade. It doesn't have to be this one, but I mean, this is so beautiful. Like, I want to use this every chance I get. So I am going to take a little bit of MAC Fix Plus. I'm actually just going to spray this on my fingertip and grab a little bit right out of the pan. I'll have a lot of control this way, and I am just placing this right in the center. And that's it. I like to take my clean finger next to this finger and kind of press and blend, and you'll get just a teeny tiny bit of the sparkle blended so that it doesn't just look like sparkle right in the center and then nothing. But you won't move a lot of the color, so all the light will still go to the center of the eye and make everything look very rounded and big and pretty. And that's how easy that was. All right, we're gonna line the eyes. I'm taking a Kohl pencil from Dior. This is a brown liner, and this is like quick. Focusing on the outer portion of the lid. I'm literally not bringing that in much at all, but I am gonna close my eyes and kind of from the I can't talk and do this, from the inner corner to the outer corner, lightly line the inner part of the lid. I'm going to take just a little bit of Brun, and we are going to smoke out that line ever so slightly. Connect it a little bit with the excess underneath that lower lash line, just on the outer edge. And if you feel like you need to put a little more of that sparkly shadow in the center, that's fine. And I am going to take a little bit of rice paper and just dab this right in the inner corner. As far as adding a little more of a glow to the face, I am going to take some of my Shimmering Skin Perfector from Becca, and I'm taking a damp beauty blender and loading it up. And then I'm going to make sure that I turn in my mirror so that I can see exactly where I want to place that, and just gently, very gently bounce that right on the tops of my cheekbones. And you'll see, just look at how gorgeous that is. Down the bridge of the nose. And now we are simply going to curl our lashes, and even though we're not wearing falsies, we are going to definitely pay attention to building them up. I'm using the L'Oreal Miss Manga Rock that I love so much on the top and bottom lashes, and then we're done. That's it. That brings this natural daytime glam look to a close, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.